Movistar look like they've got a lead-out train already formed and in a great position at the moment. The men with the white M, and indeed Fernando Gaviria is their chosen son today as they come up over the rise. Still around 7 seconds is the gap just now. You'll see it. Maybe roll a little clock upon it when we get to the 5K to go banner, which is there. And here it is. Countdown for glory, why don't you? These guys, though, they'll be first into the more difficult sections as a suggestion of a pinch here. It's a modest handful of seconds at the moment. About 6 seconds is what they've got. It's not going to be enough at 4.8 to go. I think they are finally, the goose has been cooked for these guys, and they know it. Unless somebody's got a kick from this group, I think somebody will decide to be last man standing. Back out to 9 seconds. Goodness me, they're spreading across the road as well. Everyone's having a good old look. Grind back in from Nans Peters. So who's going to show their time trial ability? Amai is not quite there just yet. We talk about time trial ability. We think that Ghana may have an option. 4.3 kilometers to go then. There's a little sort of shimmy still to come to the left and right before we get one of two big right-hand turns that will take us back to the coast. And they're starting to skirmish with each other at the moment. You can see that Milano is being guided up here. He's actually got a wingman as well on his. Brennan McNulty is acting as protector for him just at the back of that string. There's Sagan and Mark Cavendish all together. Meanwhile, a pickup on the other side of the road, and Guillaume Martin for Cofidis. They'll be working for Consoni today, and indeed they are now bringing up that red and white stripe to the centre of the road, and immediately responsive for the first time today, hitting the front. Alpecin de Koenig for Jasper Philipsen. They've finally worked it out. They're all going to have to work together here, Robbie, and here we go.
Well, they are, and now it's Ineos coming through to the front, so maybe an attack to come yet from Filippo Ganna. But at the moment, it is just every team trying to line up their sprinter. So instead of one team taking responsibility and so much chasing the break, it's just the general pace of the peloton as they battle for position is ripping them back, and they will catch them before that corner at 2.6 to go.
And here we go. It is the catch with 3.3 out. That's near perfect work by the pack, and it's not going to feel like that for these guys, I'm afraid. Arda Klukas just goes over to one side of the road, filling that gap. Van der Nebelen on the front, flicks the arm out here, drifts to the centre of the road, and almost as he does so, hits Ineos Grenadiers' plans. And there is Filippo Ganna just making sure. I think they're going to tee up Sheffield here for today. 3Ks to go. Now then, 2.9. It's clicking down very, very quickly. Cofidis get up to the front here in the red with the white shoulders. That's for Consoni. Looking further just beyond them, and you see Groupama Francis Lejeune are also in the frame here yet again. Here's your big right-hander. This is a great import. It's the first one that's going to squeeze them. They come in here 6 and 8 wide, and they exit from it possibly 4 wide. There's another turn to come up in just a few moments' time. They'll drive down past the building works here, and they'll take another right-hander that will bring us back onto the coast. But this is where the nerves really start to fray, because there's this huge chicane around about the 1 kilometre to go marker. They've got to go dip underneath this. They'll pop up over the little hump at this point, and then they've got to take a right-hander, which will open up the start-finish straight. And here we go. Left-hand side is the best place to be. Dive bombing, little suggestion of it up the inside. And finally, we are now back to what you would think would be a home straight. It isn't. We've got a whole heap of fun, or indeed danger, or indeed a nightmare coming up for you any moment now, Robbie.
Well, this is like the last kilometre, because they're about 900 metres now from where it really narrows in. So this is the first big part of the battle, getting the position right. Alpecin de Koenig, they're doing just that with Jasper Philipsen in tow, behind Mathieu van der Poel. Groenewegen right in the middle, getting a bit boxed. Left-hand side moving up now. Soudal Quickstep with Fabio Jakobsen. Phil Bauhaus, he got this right last year. Nowhere to be seen at the moment. Just popping into the picture now at Bahrain. Surrounded on either side by J.K. Aulula at the moment. Right in the middle, Alpecin de Koenig ready to pounce if they can get out, and Cofidis doing a fantastic job at the front. Just 300 metres till the big squeeze comes on. Meus being brought up on the left-hand side now.
Oh, getting into it. There you go. You're not having this part of the terrain, says Groenewegen. He goes over, almost hampers Bora Hansgrohe. Meus is now decided discretion, the greater form of valour. He's going to get onto the back wheel of Groenewegen. Here's your first of the squeezes. It goes into a roundabout. Then we come into the roundabout roundabout and exit from it. Looks nice and handy, doesn't it? Well, don't let that fool you. Look at this, downstroke, and that could be an absolute nightmare. Here is the Flamme Rouge. There's still a shilly-shally to come here. It's a nasty one as well. It's a right, it's a left and then a right. Here we go, almost marching orders for some. And as you come out the back of this, Pippo Ganna's in a fantastic place, and we are really thinned down. There's a lot of sprinters out of position. Just saw Sagan there a moment ago. This is about teeing up Philipsen. He's in a great place. He's trying to find his lead out train for now. Can't see Jakobsen and the European champion. He's out of shape. Gamay's here. Here comes Groenewegen being dragged up. Kovin is still with Consoni here, possibly going to light it up too early. And on his back wheel is Philipsen in the blue. Philipsen looks handy. I can't see Jakobsen just for the time being, I'm afraid. From Soudal Quickstep, Groenewegen's there. He's on the back wheel of Jasper Philipsen. Philipsen going to take a free ride here. Bauhaus in the red is also involved, and others coming to join the party. Dainese is going to get a good finish. Groenewegen and Philipsen, it's between the pair of them. 25 minutes to go to the throw. Oh, check that out, and check it out beautifully. Jasper Philipsen delivers ahead of Dylan Groenewegen. What a fantastic sprint finale.